dialing on the Twitch link. We can start this up. Okay. So this is episode 3 of our Halo podcast. We have Tom, aka Killer Kairu, aka GG Kairu, aka Kairu the Great, aka Sound Sniper 319,
aka Tommy G,
aka Tommy G. Too many usernames, bro. Basically, Kairu and Tom. That's him. Our other guest, Chris, aka Fettuccine, is out today. He's at a concert in the city, so he's our third host. He's out for today. And then I am Blitz5 from Blitz5 and Friends. And here we go. So this is episode 3 of our Halo podcast. So far, we've only been talking about Halo 5, mostly multiplayer. And I haven't played campaign yet. Have you played campaign? We played 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah, we played like the first level, and that was it. Okay,
so we haven't done any campaign, really. Eventually, we should do that and talk about campaign, but I think most podcasts are focusing on Halo campaign a lot. A lot of people that do podcasts and are really into Halo or into like the lore and like into campaign. But I mean, me and you are more into multiplayer. And this is kind of why we're doing this podcast, is for people who are more into multiplayer, and that's what lasts longer in the game, obviously. It has a way longer lifespan than in campaign,
right.
Even though people...
So you can only say so much about campaign once you beat it.
Yeah, I mean, people replay it and they get really into the lore and then look and keep going forward. But for me, nowadays I rarely play campaign. I know you're the same way.
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. Kind of has to do with this. When I went to the midnight release for Halo 5 at GameStop, like they did like a trivia thing. Like they do at most midnight releases, and like all like the trivia questions were just like crazy like campaign like questions about stuff. And I was like, I don't even know who like half these people are, but I'm like, you know, I consider myself like a huge Halo fan, so I just thought it was pretty funny.
Totally. I mean, like, I was listening to like a podcast and they were talking about Call of Duty today, and I've played every one of those campaigns and I don't know any of the characters.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm totally out of the loop. Even with Halo, I've played them all too. I don't know what's going on. There's some rings, Halos,
some aliens running around.
Yeah, I really don't know. I guess before we get started talking about Halo stuff, though, we should talk about quickly. I don't think it's a big deal if we talk about it like while we're live about like the name of the podcast stuff. I was thinking we could just give up on a name and just keep uploading and just put it under iTunes, or we could always do. I looked online. I don't think anyone's going to be able to jack this. No one's really watching this anyways. We could always do KDA podcast. I was thinking about that because I keep telling everyone I don't want to play with them because their KDA is too low. So I was like, that'd be pretty funny. And it's like a good multiplayer podcast name. But I don't know. Yeah, just an idea. And I looked online.
Well, I mean, we could do it like the KDA. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't even have to put like podcast in the name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could just call it like the KDA or something like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I thought it was maybe an okay idea. And then I thought
that's kind of universal. Like, if we ever tend to stray somewhere else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, which like, and at the end of the day, me and you and Chris we only really play games that are ultimately like somewhat competitive, like this COD, League of Legends.
Yeah, that's about it.
And then I was thinking maybe we could do a picture, like an in-game picture of like our three of our characters or something like that, with like holding a rocket launcher like you have a BR and like someone has a sniper or something like that. And then we just take like a photo, like a screenshot, and then we could put whatever name we come up with of the podcast. Because the reason why I'm bringing this up anyways for like everybody on live is we need to get this on iTunes. And for that, we're going to have to have a name. And we need a logo, and obviously we could just put anything up there, but if we're going to put a logo, obviously we don't need to like pay for a logo right now, but we want to have something that doesn't look stupid, like you know. So
there's a kid that I'm using for the 80K stuff. He's like going through school and stuff, so I'm trying to like help him out, and he charges $5 for a logo. So I mean, you know, we could even just talk to him, someone who like, you know, like partially is good at.
Or at least give him like the image and then have him like actually use like a Photoshop instead of like paint and put like some things over it, right?
Exactly. I mean, for $5, I mean.
Okay. $5. Yeah. I mean, for $5, I might as
well. We'll talk more about that offline, I guess, if you want.
Yeah. That's like sounds like one of my meetings at work. We'll take this offline.
Oh really? We use it a lot in the Navy too. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, everybody says that at work. So this is something interesting. I don't even know if you know about this. This is how I want to start off the podcast for today, because this is something that's pretty big, I guess, for a lot of people, even though like I'm questioning the value of like rec packs right now. Mark said something to me this. Me and Tom have a mutual friend, Mark Beta, see it on Xbox, that like he saw a video and it said like he should buy silver packs, and we immediately all shut him down. We're like, dude, no, gold packs are the only way to go. So I actually found that video that it got pretty popular. It's like a really big, I think it has like hundreds and thousands of views. It's like from a source, like a YouTube page that's pretty popular right now for Halo videos. Because like me and you noticed, there's not a lot of people doing Halo 5. So the people that are popular are getting pretty big. And this guy came out with some information saying that if you have basically like the pack system that they're doing is if you have a rare item, you're not going to get that item twice. So if you have like a rare emblem, you're not going to get the rare emblem again. Okay, so what he's saying that if you buy bronze and silver packs, you're going to fill out all of your common and uncommon like certifications, emblems way faster because they're cheaper. And then if you go buy a gold pack, basically the only things that are going to be left are like rare, ultra rare, like legendary.
That's smart.
So his theory was that like you should just be buying silver, way more silver and bronze, and then go ahead and buy some gold.
I remember, I'm not sure if like that's the exact strategy, but do you remember Walshy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when he did the pre-launch thing, he kind of said like the same thing. Like he was just gonna buy like silver packs. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind it, but like he was like, I know he like said it like before the game even come out that he was just gonna buy like silver packs. So maybe that's why. It makes sense, definitely.
Yeah, but the thing is though is that there's no way you can get a legendary item, I don't think, unless you use a gold pack. So like you're literally giving yourself 0% chance if you get one of those cards. So like, and to me, here's where it's debatable. Me and you get Warzone packs, and when you level up, you get like bronze packs. So like, I don't know if it's really worth it to actually do that strategy. I think it's a good idea in like theory, but because you get so many like random combination packs and shit as you level up, I think it's kind of equals out. You know what I mean?
I think if you, I mean, it definitely makes sense if you, but as far as being like practical, I think if you play a lot, you know what I mean, like probably if you can just like grind, buy a bunch of silver packs for like the first month, you know what I mean, and then like you said, all your stuff kind of like fills out. But people who like kind of like can only play like after work, stuff like that, like us, like I think just going for the gold's probably just the best bet.
I agree with you, and plus like I don't know about you, but I'm happy if I get like something rare, but that doesn't really affect me and you because we're playing arena. Like it's cool to have a cool helmet, but like at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck.
Actually, speaking of that, did you get the message from Xbox today?
I didn't sign on Xbox yet.
So I got a message. They gave me a free code for a free pack, and it was just like it was only 4 cards in the pack, and it was like 2 power-ups, and then it was an ultra rare helmet and an armor.
What was it for? They didn't say.
It was. I just got like a message on. I actually saw it on my phone when I was driving home from work. It came in because I have Hourglass, the app.
Yeah.
And it was like, you have a message from Xbox Live, and then it said you have a rec pack, something containing I forget the name of the armor, and then they gave me like a redeem code for it. So I just put in the code, and I like instantly updated on Halo.
Oh wow, you mean like Smart Glass, right? Same thing.
Oh yeah, what I said, Hourglass. Yeah, Smart Glass.
All right, so I'll check Smart Glass right now, but
there's actually, I saw something on Halo Reddit about it. Actually,
there you go. Yeah, I keep bringing this up, but like Halo Reddit, I mean Reddit's really good, but like there's a lot of cool stuff on Halo Reddit, just like funny clips, and there's a lot of information which we might bring up today if we have time, I guess. There's a lot of like so much shit happens and people post it immediately on Reddit, so like you see a lot of I don't know, information. Let's see, as a gold member. No, I got like a message from Xbox, but it was about like my Xbox Live service.
That's weird.
Nice, that's cool. I don't know, maybe from like hitting a certain milestone in that game, or I don't know.
Maybe.
So one thing I found funny today, I was on Halo Waypoint at work, just like checking stuff. Since we made a couple videos and mentioned it on the podcast, I've had a couple people ask me to get in the Spartan company, actually, which like doesn't look like there's that much use. I mean, you do get a free rec pack, but it doesn't look like there's any kind of like capability yet in the game. But I've had like 2 or 3 people message me about like getting in the thing, so they asked me like, you can request an acceptance into the Spartan company. So I went online to accept them, and I could actually open up packs online. Like, you know how we get our Warzone bundle? We get 2 every week. It's like, open up your 2 Warzone packs online. I just did them from my computer because I was like bored at work.
Oh, that's cool. I knew you could like customize your Spartan and stuff, but I didn't know you could actually open packs. That's cool.
Yeah, but like you can sell anything, and I don't know if I'd recommend it. It was kind of like not as fun doing it on the computer, but I was like whatever about it.
I wish I could go. Like, all those websites are banned on my computer, like Halo Waypoint and Red and all that. I can't go to any.
Most of the websites, most websites are banned at work, but for some reason Reddit gets around it, and so does Halo Waypoint because it's like not like a huge. I don't think it's like really tagged to gaming yet because it's like a newer site. But most like forums and stuff are blocked, like on my at work. Yeah. So, all right, moving on from this. So the rec packs, at the end of the day, I think you should just buy whatever you want to get. That's it. But interesting strategy. So today is Monday. We'll be posting this on Tuesday. This is 3 weeks in. So Tuesday will be 3 weeks since the launch. We're doing this every week, right? So it's matching up with that. And for this weekend, the weekend before, the first weekend they had shoddy snipes, or the second weekend was shoddy snipes. Yeah. Then the third weekend was doubles. So that just ended. And me and you, is that going to stay in, or is it just for the weekend?
Yeah, it's just for the weekend.
Okay.
So you can, obviously, like, they post it on Waypoint, you can vote throughout the week. They give, like, 3 game types, and then, obviously, whichever one wins is what's available for the week.
Mm-hmm. So me and you played a lot of doubles. What did you think about that?
I liked it. It's definitely, something that we've pretty much talked about during the games we played and afterwards. It was definitely all about teamwork and controlling the I would say that the power-ups were more important than the power weapons. Mm-hmm. And we found the games that we could do that, where we could control them. Definitely were a lot easier to win, opposed to games where we couldn't. But it definitely, I think it just emphasized, like, what I've said in the past, like, that just teamwork means so much in this game.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it was so funny when me and you were playing some of the first games we had. We were like winning 25-1. Or like we had like multiple games where we won 25-1, 25-2. It was a joke. We were trying just like who could not die this whole game. Yeah. But it did seem a little like lopsided, I guess. I did notice that because either like I think maybe it's a lack of people on the playlist. Maybe it's like there's a lot of momentum in that because once you pick up like a BR and a rocket launcher and the overshield, you pick up a lot of momentum. But there's the skill gap part, and then there's also like if you get the overshield, it spawns every 2 minutes. So like if you got the overshield, you know when it's going to spawn again. It seems like the people kept getting the overshield every time. Like me and you would get the overshield 6 times in a row, or the next game the other team would get the overshield and we would lose. And I felt like when we lost, we also lost big. We only had like 1 or 2 games. I don't think any of our games came within like a couple points. We had one where like the team had like 20 points.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
We never had one that was like 23, 25.
Yeah.
They were all pretty lopsided, right?
Yeah.
And that was kind of weird. Because me and you were pretty decent. We lost like 3 or 4 out of our 10 games.
Yeah. And that one was because you lagged out.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
Yeah.
You did lag out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I lagged out of one of the games. So that was kind of weird. That kind of like bummed me out because like I think it's because the maps are pretty small, and then like once you get a rocket launcher, there's not that many. I don't know. I mean, I guess all the maps have always been like that, but I felt like as soon as the other team got like a rocket launcher and overshield, you were just screwed. I don't know, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's also like the point of those things. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And that's all based on like how you start the game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a lot of it was probably. Like, a lot of people were probably going into the playlist solo, you know what I mean? So we're playing 2 people who aren't even talking to each other, who have never played the game together, you know what I mean? Like how long have we been playing Halo together?
Yeah, totally. I mean? Like, and probably, and me and you, there's definitely a big learning curve, because remember me and you were playing, what's that one map with the pit at the bottom? The pit in the middle where the overshield is?
Empire, not Empire. Yeah, Empire, right?
I think it's Empire.
Yeah, Empire.
Anyways, we were playing that match, and like right off the bat, we were rushing. Both teams would rush Plasma Caster. Like the first 2 or 3 times we played, everyone would rush Plasma Caster because that's what everybody does instinctively at that match because you spawn right there. But then we slowly realized that, like, dude, you got to get Overshield because that's the most important thing in the game. Overshield gives you like 1 or 2 kills at least.
Right.
And then Plasma Caster isn't that great versus 2 people.
I was going to say, the Plasma Caster isn't really like that powerful of a power weapon.
So no, it sucks. It's really only good if you're playing like Stronghold or like Territory, whatever that thing's called.
So I think the OS definitely has more precedence than the Plasma Caster on that map, especially for team doubles.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
like you said a few times in game, like once you have the overshield, that's like pretty much a guarantee. Like at least 2 kills.
Yeah, and not even that. Like, even if I don't get the kills, they're focusing shooting me, and then you get the 2 kills.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's gonna give you a 2 kill swing, pretty much, like guaranteed.
Right.
Like at least a 1 kill. It gives
Right.
you. There's no way you could die without getting a kill with the overshield.
Right.
You just throw
And team
grenades at
doubles.
yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, that was fun though. Me and you, I got placed in diamond, which you should have got placed in too. You got placed in like platinum, but that was just because
Yeah.
like it was stupid and I lagged out, and that lag out didn't count for me, which was so weird.
Yeah. I just think a lot of it was because you had more kills like per game.
It's weird though. I didn't know they did it individually. I thought it was all by team.
Well, I mean, it's like your CSR is based off your performance, your solo versus performance, and that's what places you in your division.
But what about like team arena though? Like, I feel like I would be such a higher rank, but I play with a lot of people who like we lose a lot. But I usually go like have the highest score or second
Well,
highest score,
so
you know?
once you're placed in a division, the only way to level up is by winning. Then it stops being. So
Okay.
you're,
I see.
you're
So when I got
placed-
placed, I was just started the game, so that's why I'm like plat 1 in
Right.
arena or whatever.
Right. So you're the only time your personal performance matters is in your placement matches, and then once you hit Onyx, then when your raw CSR shows.
Okay.
But when you're in the actual divisions, the only way to level up is by winning.
I see. I see, but I guess so. To end the team double thing, like if you're gonna play that kind of match, like unless you're running into people who really aren't playing seriously, which I highly doubt, you're really gonna need to pay attention to like power weapon spawns and overshield spawns. And if you're not the type of person that would calculate that, I wouldn't recommend playing that game type.
I definitely wouldn't go in solo. I mean, not to say you're not going to win, but it'd probably make it a lot harder to win if you're going in by yourself, not being able to communicate.
Yeah, and I think for most people, it's probably easy to find 2 people or one person on. So like you're going to be playing groups most likely if you go in by yourself. So yeah, that's a good advice. I definitely wouldn't want to do that. And we were talking about Reddit before, so there's a bunch of things on Reddit. So first of all, I made a post on Reddit where I answered someone's post about like finding other people to play. So if you're looking for other people to play on Reddit, they have like a whole group. I think it's just called Halo Players. That's like a Reddit. So if you Google Halo Players Reddit, you could find people. They'll post like, I'm on the East Coast and I'm Plat, or like I'm on the West Coast and I'm Onyx in this playlist. And so I figured that'd be a good way for me and you to find some other people that are like in the like. I think ultimately me and you are like diamond players all around, like in every group. Yeah. And then like we have the potential to be in Onyx. I think that's like what our true skill cap is. I think saying over that might be like overstating, to be honest with you. You know, I think like as it balances out, that's where we're at. We're definitely not like plat players.
No.
Like maybe high plat, low diamond, but even then like we have that like range. And if you had a couple other people that were a similar range as us, I think we could like move into Onyx. So that's something interesting. I think people should consider doing that. If I find anybody on there, obviously we could try playing with them.
I know HGS on the Halo Waypoint on the HGS like section of the forum, they kind of have a similar thread. Okay. People just like they have like one for custom games and they have ones that just people looking for players.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. I think that'd be nice to like I don't know, just get some more people that are into like a lot of our friends are fine at the game. It's just they don't like taking it that seriously like we do sometimes. I mean, like it's fun to joke around, but sometimes I want to like play and level up like league style. Like I get that feeling like, hey, I want to play ranked right now and get to like Onyx or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a couple of things that are pretty interesting going on Reddit right now. Like I'm totally like taking these ideas from Reddit, so don't think I'm totally sourcing Reddit right now because I did not think of these myself. But 2 ideas that came on the top page of Reddit this week. In the past week were that I think today was one of them is a surrender vote for if people leave the game, saying like if one person leaves the game, if 2 or 3 people on your team vote to surrender, the game ends. Or if you're the only person left in your game, this guy said that he was playing against somebody and everyone left on his team, and the guy just had to sit there and keep playing, you know. So
I think they definitely should add it just because of now how harshly they punish you for quitting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But obviously you don't want to waste, time sitting there for 5-6 minutes, you know what I mean, trying to have the other team get the 50 kills just killing you. You know what I mean? So they definitely should have added some kind of surrender where it wouldn't like tarnish your rank at all.
Yeah, I think what they said is if you surrendered or whatever, if the surrender vote would only come up if someone left the game, and they would take half a loss instead of a full loss, or something like that, right? That was like someone was recommending. So like, I don't know though, because I feel like it could get abused. But then again, if they make the penalties are pretty harsh for people quitting, I think. But if it could get abused though, so the penalties for quitting would have to be really high.
Well, they are, like I said, like right before this game, playing the SWAT game, when I accidentally unplugged my Xbox like an idiot, I lost like 120 or 150 CSR.
Oh wow!
And I went from in SWAT, I went from 100, I was 16 like 85 or something like that, and now I'm 1557.
But how much do you lose when you lose? I don't even know.
You only lose like under 20.
Oh, okay. So that's big.
Yeah,
That's huge.
because when you go into Onyx, you start at 1500.
Oh wow! What are you in in SWAT?
In SWAT, well now I'm 1557.
But what is
and
your
then
Onyx?
Yeah, and
Oh, wow.
free for all, I'm Onyx 1905.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm not Onyx in anything. I got to get on that level. I haven't played SWAT one time yet, so I guess I could try that.
I know that's what I warm up with. Like I play my first game or two in SWAT.
It doesn't screw you up like going into a regular game?
No, because I use it. I solely use it just to like practice headshots. Really.
Oh, all right. I mean, for some reason I thought like it would. I guess it's good practice. It was just like if I played it a lot, I feel like it would mess me up.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd get used to like one shot kills and stuff. But all right. So the other thing is they're saying that this is popular in like Destiny, which obviously came from like Bungie, and in most games right now that open up packs, weekly challenges or stuff like that to get a little bit more XP going to like kind of get some more. And I think that's nice just to like having a weekly challenge in like Warzone, like maybe 2 weekly challenges in Warzone and 2 weekly challenges in Arena would like help balance it out. People who only played one or the other would be more likely to play the other if there was like some challenges to get more XP. I think that's like a no-brainer. You know, it doesn't have to be that much XP, but if they have the capability to put that in, then they probably should. So
even if it was like to win like an extra gold pack or something, like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
the win packs.
Yeah. To me, that makes sense. I think they should do that. And I mean, usually, a lot of people have a lot of suggestions on Reddit, but usually, like most things on Reddit, like the better ones like come to the top, and that one to me like isn't super hard to put in.
Yeah,
And
definitely not.
yeah, and something I was thinking this is probably great game breaking, and I wouldn't recommend it. Or did you notice I was wearing the U.S. Navy shirt for this today?
I did not. That's nice.
Yeah, I purposely did that for the podcast today. So I was changing out of my work clothes. Something I was thinking, but I don't think like I didn't think this through at all. Like I have not put any time into it. But I was just thinking that like in Hearthstone they have the whole like create a card system, and I wonder if that would help or make it a little bit better if like you could craft like an emblem or a card. Like say crafting a legendary helmet is like 500, like 1,000,000 rec points, like 1,000,000 rec points, literally, something like that. Because I saved up 100,000 in a week, so it would have to be a lot. But what you know what I mean? And then you could just craft
you're
it
saying
yourself.
in order to craft one, it would be 100.
Like you'd have to use 1,000,000 rec points to craft this specific helmet.
I thought you meant like. Sorry, I thought you meant like by selling it, it gave you 1,000,000 rec points. I was like, Jesus.
Oh no, no! Like because in Hearthstone they do like that. So Hearthstone, a pack is 100 gold. Okay.
Yeah.
And for completing a challenge, you get anywhere from like 25 to like 60 gold, let's say. So like you need to create, and you get 10 gold for every 3 win. So you would need to win like anywhere from like 2 to 5 games, let's say, to win 100 gold. Right. And on top of that, you're going to lose some games. So you're going to need to play anywhere from like 4 to 10 games to get 100 gold. And then to get, oh, my bad, I'm doing the wrong math. But you only get 5 cards out of that. And then like, yeah, I totally fucked that up. Because the legendary is 1,600 dust, and that has nothing to do with gold. I fucked that up. I guess basically a legendary card in Hearthstone is 1,600 dust. And when you sell a card, you get dust.
Okay.
So you only get like, basically, you can play for like hours and hours, like weeks and weeks and weeks, and only have like 200 dust or 300 or 400 dust. So it takes a really long time to get 400 dust, and a legendary takes 1,600 dust. So almost like I've only been able to dust 1 legendary like because you
Okay.
take all your dust and you create this fucking like crazy card. And then if you sell that legendary, you get 800. You get half the value. So I feel like if they had that, like you would just keep selling all your shit, and then you could just craft this card. But I don't know if that would like ruin it.
So I
But
think
it's
that
just-
would like people would just get all the ultra rares like too fast. I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, and they're trying to like make it to like they want to make it like special when those people get like those ultra rare like armors and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just seems like because it's so based off luck, like there's a chance that I might not ever get, like say, I don't even know, but like say there's a really cool helmet that everybody has or like that people are getting to legendary and like I never get it because it's just luck, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Well, I mean, to a point, it's going to be the only one that you can get though.
at a point in time. Yeah, true. But
yeah,
they're going
I
to
hear
keep
you.
having so much new shit that like,
Yeah, you're never going to be able to keep up.
and it's kind of like in Hearthstone, like there's like there's an original Hearthstone card that like everybody needs in Hearthstone, but because I came in so late, my legendary pool is so large that like the odds of me getting this one card is so fucking hard. So I just had to create it because now back in the day there used to only be 10 legendaries. Now there's like 100. You know?
But do you think like if 343 did that, they'd be like, you know, they'd catch a lot of flack for like kind of like biting off another game. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
Especially on like
Yeah.
websites like Reddit and all the trolls out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, true. I bet you someone will bring it up though. To be honest with you, on Reddit.
I mean, it's definitely a good idea, but it's like,
Well, like I said, I really didn't put any time to it. It just made me curious. Like, there's really no other way to get this other than like luck, and a lot of people are kind of mad about that. Like, it is fun, but
it's pretty much just as opposed to buying packs, just save up for like a really long time and just buying like the one thing that you want.
kind
Pretty
of,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just a weird system, man. The rec system is fun, but it's not like addicting, and that's something that like you know I'm like worried about the game. We talked about this last episode on the podcast, like how long is the game gonna stick? And I was playing some more Call of Duty this weekend, and that game is not as good as Halo. I'll just say that outright. It's like not. It's not great. It's fine. It's good because it's Call of Duty, but it has that like. It's nowhere near the old Call of Duties. They screwed the game up again. It's good, better than Advanced Warfare, but it has that addictive quality because you see like, oh man, I only have 2 guns unlocked right now. If I keep playing, I'm gonna have 5, and then I'm gonna have this extra perk, and then I can like customize this gun. And like in Halo, there's only so far. Like you can't customize guns. You can get skins, but it's based off of your luck. And like there's not a lot of like new stuff going on. And basically the only thing keeping you in the game is like the competitiveness of Halo. You know
But you
what I
gotta
mean?
look like, I mean, like games never really like that's kind of new to games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or I mean, not really new because I mean it's been around for a while now. But like,
But I'm not even saying that's a bad thing because Call of Duty isn't the best competitive game. It's really not. It's really not the best competitive game. It's more of like it just attracts people to it. You know what I mean? Like League doesn't really have like crazy customization. I mean, yeah, you can like get a new skin for your character, but that's basically like us putting on new armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not like that much customization in League.
it's
But-
it's the game. It's the gameplay that is what makes it.
Yes,
Like
and the
the game
gameplay doesn't really
itself.
change. It's like Halo. It's better for a more competitive environment, but like it just there's certain aspects I need to kind of keep me like in the game,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, you know what I mean. The rec
But what-
rec packs are doing it for me because I want to earn more rec points.
Well, what kept you in the league?
You know, getting new characters
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like you only get
Yeah.
like 3 characters.
yeah.
I think that's what they need to do. Something with the characters or the levels. They need to do something like that. Like get some kind of different, like, if they had, say, different Halo guys, and then the different Halo guys had different armor. But then if they were different shapes, people would abuse the one that was like a weird shape.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know, I think.
What
think they're trying
what
to-
if Halo ever had a thing where like they had a tank guy like League? Wouldn't that be interesting? Like imagine if they had like this.
I mean,
big,
they tried the whole like elite thing. And I don't think that really worked out too well. 'Cause, I mean, it wasn't really hard to kill elites back
No.
when they had it.
No. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Was that
I think
Halo 3 or Halo 2 or Reach?
It was
I forget.
it was Halo 2, 3. I'm not sure. I forget if you can do it in Reach.
I don't
I knew Halo 2 and 3 definitely though. I think Halo 4 you could do it too. I forget. It's way too long ago.
Yeah, I know. It was a long time. Anyways, I guess we probably shouldn't spend too much time talking about that stuff because it's not in the game. It's just stuff that I think about a lot.
I just think I think they're trying to add as much as possible without changing what Halo is, because that's where they went wrong in the past.
Totally.
Was was they added too much to where they just changed what Halo was.
Yeah.
They're definitely doing. I think they're doing the best that they can with adding as much stuff that doesn't really affect the game. It's like all stuff like outside of the game itself, like rec packs, things like that, like, and they're just kind of like leaving like the game itself alone, just kind of adding like extras to it.
Yeah, one thing that I love, man, after playing Call of Duty about Halo is that you just know what stuff is gonna do what. Like in Call of Duty, some guy could take off your perks and do all this stuff and make your gun like insanely strong. Like you get 10-point system and you could just put 10 points into like your gun and make it so strong. And then like, so you could see some guy like, oh, that guy has this gun, he's probably not going to kill me that fast. But then he kills you in a second. You're like, oh, it's upgraded or whatever. But like in Halo, every time you know like what that BR, some guy didn't take the scope of his BR to do +2 damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know that BR is doing this much damage and it makes it so even. And that's what I've been so... Like, I was having a talk with Chris that I love Halo because right now I know if I run into a hallway with a dude and we both have pistols, like 9 times out of 10 I'm going to beat that guy. Because like I'm decent with the pistol or the BR, and I love that about this game. It's so nice.
It's so funny. Like when I talk to people who like play Call of Duty and stuff, or like when you talk to other Halo players, like the first thing, because like Halo players and like Halo players like hate on Call of Duty and Call of Duty players like hate on Halo. You know what I mean?
Unless I'm like both.
I would say like unlike like people like you, but like the first thing like Call of Duty players say, they're like it shouldn't take me 4 headshots to kill you, but then like Halo players are like like I hate being killed in like 2 shots. Like I mean like it's
totally, because there's really no play around. Like you could just it's kind of like in that breakout mode. If you get hit by a random grenade, it's over. That's Call of Duty every game. Like you could just get hit by like a random grenade that bounced off like 5 walls. And in Halo, if you get hit by a stray grenade, you have time to like duck behind a wall, let your shield come back. So like it's and that's what I like about that. It definitely allows for like better play in between. But the new COD is definitely fun. Like I was having fun playing it this weekend. I wish some more people had it. And that's funny. We're talking about like the competitiveness of Halo, but I was talking to Chris also this weekend about how like there was a couple doubles matches and just arena matches where if we knew more of the map, we definitely could have won. We just didn't know how to call out the other team. And I just wanted to get your opinion on like how do you think people, including us, could get better at like getting the call outs for each of the map? Like there's the main call outs you learn from territories and Stronghold. For everybody that doesn't know, like Stronghold they named where the territories are based off what they should be called, like Red Nest. So now everyone calls the Red Nest point Red Nest, and it actually is really helpful.
Right.
You know?
I mean, there's a few ways you can look at it. I mean, you can do like what we used to do back in the day, or just go into a custom game and walk around like, all right, well, we're going to call this, and we're going to call that. But I mean, like most games, you can just... In most maps, like you don't need to get so specific. So, you know what I mean? Like, where the rockets spawn is rockets, you know what I mean? Where the sniper spawns, if there's different levels, like, it's like, snipe, like S1, S2, and then just kind of, like, go from there. I mean, it's not so much, like, you don't have to get too crazy about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just some maps, like Machete was telling us the call-outs for this one map where we knew literally like almost every square inch of that map was a call out from him, and that game we were just like rolled people because we like literally knew to say like I never knew to call this one area like elbow, and he was just like call that elbow, you know what I mean?
Oh, Coliseum,
like,
right? Yeah, by the rockets. Well, but like on either side of the rockets.
Yeah, and that's like super helpful because that map, like you need to know call outs on that map. And
I definitely think call outs are more helpful on like bigger maps. I mean, they're helpful on smaller maps just because people can be behind you like at all times. Yeah. But like big maps, I think too, just because it gives you guys like more time to react and definitely like team shoot the guy.
Totally.
I mean, like I said, in general, just
playing with people, like playing with Machete helped us because he was saying a lot of stuff like rockets, 2 shots on my X, and like I never really thought about saying that. And that's pretty helpful because if it's 1 shot left and it's going to put you in danger, you might not go there to get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or if it's like 4, like, dude, we got to fight over this rocket because there's 4 bullets left.
Another good thing I like to call out too is like if I doubt rockets, I like to tell you guys if like I died, like if they were loaded or unloaded, because like if you if I just say like rockets on my X, right, and like someone rushes towards them, and then they pick them up, and then someone else on the other team's rushing them, and then you're like, well, shit, like I have no rockets, and
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
not loaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Someone made fun of me. I said, like, the rocket guy shot me, I died, and then he shot another time and missed, and everyone backed away from him, and I tried yelling at everyone, like, go in, he's reloading, reloading. Everyone laughed, like, dude, he's reloading? And I'm like, yeah, now's the time you can kill him, though.
Right. Yeah.
That's like a huge call out. Like, it takes a
Definitely.
long ass time.
Especially with the rockets.
Yeah. So, like, you have to pay attention. Once he gets that second shot off, you know, like, he's got to bounce or, like, play back, you know?
Right. Or he's going to take time switching weapons, and at that point, you can get at least 1 or 2 shots on him first.
Yeah. Definitely, man. There's so many things, like, now that the game has been going out, like, has been out longer, that I've been picking up on, and if people don't pick up on it, it's going to get hard because a lot of other players are picking up on it too. You know.
I mean,
Like,
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you see people like throwing grenades. Like a lot of times, you throw a grenade instinctively and then start shooting. But now, like a lot of people, as soon as they turn a corner, it's like they're just shooting you at the head. Like you need to be ready for that now, because people are like serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Just like a lot of times, like I'll just throw random grenades, like with them adding the hit marker thing with grenades, like just adds such more like strategy to using grenades. Like a lot of times I use them just to like see where people are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same. I do the same thing, man. Like you're like looking right and you throw like a grenade left, and then you keep looking right. The hit marker goes off, and you know to turn. I mean, I used to do that in Call of Duty too. Like you go down 2 paths, you cover two different distances or 2 different paths with a grenade and yourself. Yep. It's so much faster. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And a lot of that is what just adds like to the skill gap. You know what I mean? People who don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people, you have to think like that in order to be good at the game.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if everybody knows that there are hit markers like with grenades in this game.
Even that, it's just like thinking outside the box and using them for other than like, you know, just the obvious reason of using them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. The grenades are awesome, and I was thinking this when I was at work, is that like me, you, and Chris realized this immediately, but like the Promethean grenades are still so strong that I see a lot of people like walking past them. And dude, like to me, that's like a power weapon now. Like to Prometheans.
Without a doubt.
Like,
I remember when we were playing doubles, you're like, make sure we pick up all the Prometheans because, like you said, like they're definitely used as like a power weapon.
Yeah, and just like me and you were talking about, also this is something we didn't bring up when we were talking about doubles, is that just holding the power weapon away from the other team is strong.
Right.
Like
Not even using them.
Yeah, just them not having it, because the game goes pretty slow. Like there was a lot of times where me and you would just be holding the power weapons and we'd be winning like 7-5, and the other team wouldn't be coming to us, and there would just be like a huge stalemate. But they couldn't really go in on us because like we had power weapons.
Right.
That's like huge. So that's definitely a big part of it. What were we talking about that for? Oh, Promethean grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely really strong. Like it just makes me mad on Rig. I see people pass by the Promethean grenades like every time, and I'm like, dude, like underneath Nest, there's Promethean grenades, and like you could trap people everywhere around Nest with the Promethean grenades because the way the map is, you could like totally trap people with them. It's really good.
I was actually I was watching Team Liquid play on their stream the other day, and it's something that I kind of was thinking about, and it just so happened that they were talking about it, was just because you brought up Rig, was like originally when we were playing Strongholds on Rig, like we thought like Basement and Nest were the best to hold just because like you're on the outside, you know what I mean? You like see more, and it seemed like as I got higher in like Diamond and stuff, like it seemed like that wasn't working as well, and they kind of brought up a good point to where Nest and BR is probably better, and that's the strategy they use, just because having the other team spawn outside so you can see them better is kind of better than you being outside. And like they like switched it up, and like they won like the next 2 games on Stronghold Rig, and it kind of made more sense.
Well, they were spawning at Basement?
Yeah, like so they would hold, opposed to holding Basement and Nest, because like like they're closer, so you'd think it was easier. But they would hold Nest and BR and allow them to spawn at Basement.
And usually you spawn to the right of Basement, so you're kind of outside. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense to me. It's just Nest is so hard to hold. But if you don't stand there once you take it, it's fine.
Right.
It's just trying to take Nest sucks.
It does.
Like if you try to take Nest without Basement, you're fucked. And that's what everybody does. It's so annoying.
What's the thing? If you have BR, right? So you control like that whole top area, like where like you have control of Invis,
Yeah.
There's like that big doorway under Invis where you can just nade right into the basement hill.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And that, it totally makes sense. It's just you have to, once you get nests, you can't stand there because you can just bank grenades off the wall.
But I mean, you can just stand in the doorways right there on the catwalks.
Totally, and then they're B.
Exactly.
And you're right, and it's definitely the invis is so strong in this game, and the power weapons, the railgun or the sniper spawn on BR side. So everything, the power BR base is like, to me, is the most important one to hold down. But we never really hold that down. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
It's kind of like a little side note. I figured take some strategy from pro teams.
Yeah, I was thinking about some strategy too. I don't want to confuse people if they don't know the maps though. But I was thinking on Coliseum, the same map, which is, I don't really know how to describe it. There's like, you know what's funny? There's a map called Coliseum in Halo 2. Remember that map? And they're kind of like similar, where they're like mirror imaged each other.
Oh yeah, that was no, that was Colossus.
Oh, Colossus, yeah.
Yeah, where you could do the sweet flag jump. Remember that? The flag bounce.
That was awesome, man. That was some like legit flag bouncing. But on that map, I was thinking like every time I scored a flag, I was thinking was on snipe side. Like I ran it snipe side every time I scored a flag because there's so much cover on that side, and like being on the rocket side blows every time. Every time I'm over there, I get shot.
Yeah,
there's nowhere to hide.
It's definitely snipe side is the way to run. So you can use like the little sneakies to kind of like stay out of the way. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And it's just a faster route because there's more of like the ramps and stuff just lead more that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if you go the other way, like you risk like falling in that fucking pit.
Totally.
Like, having to, like,
and everybody can see
around.
you from like the top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. I think sniper is the way to go. And I think as we play more, we're gonna realize like what side of the map is better to hold down based on the power weapons and stuff like that. Yep. And that comes in time by playing like multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. Or stealing other people's strategies.
Yeah, or stealing a couple strategies. It's just like League. It evolves. It's kind of like a meta to online play. You know.
I just wish we had the amount of time that we used to back in like Halo 2, where we just sit in custom games and come up with strategies all day.
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, we're more efficient with our time now, though. You know, but I do wish we had more time. But like, at least we're still like getting a decent amount of Halo. I'm pretty happy with the amount of Halo I have played right now. I'm on my account right now. I have 24 hours played.
Oh my god, I don't even want to know how much I have.
I could probably.
What do you check your service record?
Yeah, I could check your Spartan company. I'm gonna bring it up because I'm like streaming it.
So, 1 day, 23 hours, 22 minutes. I'm like just under 2 days. 350 games.
That's hilarious.
I'd say like half of them are probably free for all.
It's like loading really slow for me right now, so let's see. Yeah, you got a really high CSR, 1905 now. I'm free for all, nice. And yeah, you have 2 days played. It says on here. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I either have Diamond or Onyx and everything.
Nice.
Moving on up.
I have that same helmet as you.
I love that helmet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't think I'm rocking it right now, but it's pretty sweet. And it's funny you brought up like the custom games. I put that in the notes for today's like podcast. Is that like do you think there's a time for us to, like a point to play custom games right now, or just stick with arena? Do you think there's any benefit to us?
Like us personally, I mean no, because we don't have like the base of friends like we used to that play Halo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't have a 4v4 like squad of people playing.
Yeah. And like the only not to sound like nerdy or anything, but like the only reason you really want to play custom games is like scrimmage or to like focus on like competitive. And as much as I want that to be like what I would be in, we just don't have that.
Yeah, stop moving your mic around.
Sorry.
That's all good.
I would like to get like a group of friends or like be on a team or something to do that, but like if you're not doing that, like I feel like there's no need.
Yeah.
Or unless like you just want to play like a crazy game type like Rockets or something.
I was just wondering. I mean, I don't know if it would be better like if we start taking the game more seriously to like not just hop into an arena like when you're like say.
I said, if we want to take the game serious, I think definitely like I said, like get a serious group of people.
Yeah, it would just be tough. Say me and you got like 2 guys and we get into like Onyx Arena, we're not gonna want to just like play Arena with like our friends because
Right.
then we're gonna lose our rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is also
I kind of
tough.
keep like Slayer as like my mess around, like my mess around.
Our playlist.
Yeah,
But
there you go. That's what it was like.
for some reason, Slayer doesn't keep me as interested as it used to anymore. I don't know why.
Just kind of repetitive.
Yeah, like, I used to only want to play Slayer, but now like I'm really into Arena, and
Mm-hmm.
Slayer pops up in Arena, so I feel like it's a good mix.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but like, what was I gonna say? Like the other day, I got placed in Platinum One Arena, which I like didn't. Oh shit! Dropped my pencil. I didn't really agree with that Platinum One like placement, but I just started the game, so whatever. And I got up to like Plat 5, and then we played. I played with like a full party of people the other day, and I dropped to like Plat 2 or something like that. And I was just like, I'm not really that concerned about my rank unless we were playing with a full party of 4 people that were like playing seriously. Then I would care. But until then, like I'm not that mad. But I was just like, damn, I dropped 3 ranks or whatever just from like playing with my friends, you know.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes back to the whole like, there's not really a friend playlist or like casual playlist, but at the same time, like I don't know, it would break up. They had an explanation like that on Reddit that it would break up the community a lot. You know,
That's true too. Yeah.
so,
I mean, I think maybe they should add like just I don't know, just like even like just an unranked version of a playlist or something, or I don't know, like a team like Skirmish. I was always a fan of Team Skirmish. Remember Team Skirmish back in the day, where it was like just like objective games. I
yeah,
don't know. I feel like maybe just even adding another
yeah. Why isn't there
playlist.
bomb in this game? I just thought about that. Why isn't there bomb assault?
Yeah, there isn't a bomb in this game. That's true.
That's like a really
just-
fun game type.
It's just CTF and Strongholds, right? There's not even Oddball.
Yeah, oddball I think has got to come in. If that doesn't come in, that's like Halo in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
that is coming in though. I think that's coming in the patch because they were talking about adding it into free for all, like having an oddball free for all.
I didn't even think about that. Holy crap, there is no Oddball.
I honestly think they could have handled putting that in. I know they didn't want to like put too much stuff in at first, but like they could have put in oddball or like it really needs like one more game type.
Yeah. Well, here's a good question. Do you think would you prefer Strongholds or King of the Hill?
Dude, King of the Hill's not even in the fucking game. Dude, how is that not
I mean,
in?
I feel like Strongholds kind of like you can't have both.
I think you can,
You know what I mean?
man. I think you can.
I mean, because I guess like Strongholds is technically like territories, and they had territories in King of the Hill in the other games.
Yeah, I mean,
I definitely
I'd rather
love-
I'd rather see oddball and assault before King of the Hill. I think King of the Hill is fun, but like I don't know, it kind of becomes like a grenade fest. To like
Yeah.
you're just grenading the hill the whole time.
Yeah, it's true. I think that's why Strongholds is probably a little bit better. Like
It's a little
that's
bit more
like,
strategic.
yeah, that's true. I guess.
Yeah.
I definitely want Oddball, man. That is like that's probably like my favorite game type, honestly. I love
And it's just
Oddball.
such a Halo thing. It's such a Halo
Yeah.
game type. Like I know there's other things that kind of protect the carrier, but that Halo's the only game type that has something where you're holding this weird object, and the whole
Yeah.
point is just to get the most time holding it.
Yeah.
You know,
And like
so
it's
original.
like you lose a gun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it adds like a lot of
totally, and just
That's-
make it like where you do the jump kill thing. Like always,
yeah,
jump
like
one kill.
like one hit, one kill. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the way to go.
definitely.
They should add that at least. But what was the assault? I guess people probably think like assault's not necessary, but to me,
Assault kind of like lost like momentum. Like as far as like the like I feel like they took it out in like a few games.
yeah. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really miss assault that much.
No. It was definitely like actually no, you know what? Because I liked
I don't even know if these maps are made for assault.
I would say that like there's not like they're not what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Mirrored. Like you definitely need like a mirrored type map for like those kind of game types.
I don't know. I'm thinking more like Zanzibar. Like Zanzibar to me is like bomb assault, and it's not mirrored.
Oh yeah,
It's like you're,
Well,
you're kind of like,
like-
to defend the castle, kind of like.
yeah. It's definitely like a one bomb because they had like neutral bomb, like double bomb, and then they had the
Yeah.
one bomb. Or I forget the exact names were, but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are
that's
talking.
definitely more of a big team battle thing. At least
Maybe
on
it'll be
Zanzibar.
in once Big Team Battle comes. Actually, you know what? Let me Let me go to the community page and try to see if they have that information. They have like prepare for big team battle here.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying that they think that this stuff is going to go live tomorrow because Battlefront's coming out, and if they're like smart, instead of waiting till Friday, they would release it tomorrow to get people to get on Halo, kind of keep people like into the game. So yeah, new Rex. I don't see anything about. Oh, they came out with a lot more information about the weapons here and like new skins. Like they have like some really big pictures here.
Well, like the green machine.
Oh wow, there's skinned scorpions and skinned mantises.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So Warzone assault updates. They have faster rec leveling, decreased base capture time, less grenades, which they need in that. Like too many starting grenades. You start with 2, and there's grenades everywhere on the map. Let's see. There's some 3D print your Spartan. That's hilarious. They're gonna have a play of the week. I don't see anything about like what were we looking for again? Like assault.
Yeah, the game. See game. What are you on? Halo Waypoint.
Mm-hmm. Nah, everything's coming up because it's called Warzone Assault. You know, Oddball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything about putting Oddball into the game. Damn, man. I'm sure if we go on Reddit, there's got to be like a post about that.
Yeah, there's talks about even adding team doubles as like a permanent thing.
I mean, that should be a permanent thing. But then again, if not a lot of people play it, it will become really mismatched.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like that like Halo 2 did alright. You know how many freaking game types Halo 2 had?
Yeah, but I mean, Halo 2 had a lot of people. It was the only Xbox Live game.
That's true. Know? And Crimson Skies.
Yeah, I'm looking for new Oddball posts. What the fuck is this? I think I'm searching like every. I'm searching every Reddit, not just the Halo Reddit. This is like weird ass shit is popping up. I don't know how that's a thing though, man. How is there no Oddball?
I'm sure it's gonna
talk about it.
It's gonna come. That has to come. They're doing things slowly and surely, and I think it's to keep people interested also.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Which is smart. I mean, I think they had to do it this way just to slowly gain the community back.
Yeah, I guess it's just if they don't like come out with this stuff soon, I think people are gonna start getting like a little bored with the game. I don't know. Maybe not, but like I just think they need to keep pumping out this stuff. This update is gonna be huge. This is to me this update, the big team battle thing, is gonna be like a pretty big deal. I think that's gonna bring like they're gonna try to like draw like some of the casuals away from like Warzone and try to bring them over to like the team arena thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Which is smart.
Totally. And just having some bigger maps, I think, will change it up.
Or even for people like us, like we were kind of talking about earlier, like how like when we like some of our less serious friends are on, you know what I mean, and we don't want to play arena with them or something, like go play big team battle. You know what I mean? For like, yeah. 'Cause like serious players aren't going to care about like big team battle ranks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you can use it in that aspect too.
So and it'll be more like I'm sure a lot of these maps are going to be more objective based, anyways, like objective based games, and like it has more room for like everybody to play well. To be honest, you know.
Yep. So, I'm excited to play on Headlong again too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
I was like, you remember the? I'm gonna embarrass myself here a little bit. Remember the 1v1 we played on Headlong many moons ago?
Oh yeah, dude.
When you won 25 to -1.
I forgot about that. How'd you kill yourself with a rocket launcher?
Fucking rocket launcher right into a wall.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. But same thing. If you 1v1 someone, it's like I'm sure we just had I had like both the power. I probably had a sniper rocket launcher.
I just sucked at the time too, probably.
I think I remember specifically like hiding in the very back behind the Headlong building. There was like this back entranceway. I think I was like camping in there being a dick. But this is definitely one that like I definitely like I could see this like this is almost like the big team battles version of Lockout to me. Like this could be like in every Halo and I wouldn't be mad about it.
I agree.
Yeah. It's just like Lockout should be in almost every like then again sometimes Lockout like ruins Halo though because everybody wants to play that map.
What I'm pretty sad about it is there's no I mean, the map has had a different name in every Halo, but coagulation or bloodthirster.
Blood
That's
Gulch,
been
you
it.
mean?
Or
Yeah.
blood gulch, yeah. Bloodthirster.
That map needs to be in. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
I'm surprised it wasn't part of the launch.
It's a pretty big deal, and I don't even see it in this. They kind of made it into Valhalla for a little while, which was like pretty far away from the original Blood Gulch. But there is one inspired by Valhalla in here, but even that is pretty far away.
I mean, they just got to bring back traditional. Well, not traditional, but like in the middle of a desert, 2 bases.
Yeah.
Rockets in the middle.
Dude, these light rifle skins are sick. Light rifle skin. There's some really cool ones. I mean, they're making it look really cool online, and like there's like warthog skins and stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. I like that. So let's see. Anything else before we're almost at like an hour here? One thing that me and you have to talk about is well, first of all, for anyone listening, my mic, and so you know this, Tom, my mic is actually has some like feedback on it. You might have heard it in the other podcast. It was pretty noticeable in the last podcast. Dave's brought it up to me in the past about like a lot of my videos start with like some feedback, but then once I start talking, it's like a low humming noise. So I looked it up, and I guess this mic, the Yeti mic, like it's USB powered, so I'm powering it from my desktop. But apparently when you power it from your desktop, it emits like this humming noise. So a lot of people like you need to plug it into like an external USB thing or like a USB to your monitor. But my monitors don't have like USB power cords, so I need to get like a little USB hub or like an iPod thing, kind of like just a plug with a USB outlet and then like plug it into there. So once I do that, it should be fixed. But until then,
how do you connect your computer?
Oh shit! Is that the only way? Oh, that's a good point. That's the only wire that I have.
I mean, do you have the live feed headphone jack?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you could auxiliary it to your mic jack. That's your mic jack.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just have to play around with another, like, if we use Audacity, I think I could take it out, or I'll have to maybe look up another solution, because, yeah, that's not going to work. But it's kind of annoying. Once I'm talking, it's gone, but it does kind of get, like, picked up in the background, which is kind of annoying. And I guess, so we pretty much covered everything for today. I just had like one last thing on the list, and it's just like I was thinking how like Halo lands are over, man, and you only came to like one of them, right, at our house in Mountainside, but like we had like 3 or 4 solid lands. I think it was like 4 total, and now there's no split screen, so everyone have to have an Xbox. We all pretty much don't live near each other anymore. A couple of other friends like Will and Joe have Halo 5, but even then, like, it would be pretty hard, I think, to get everybody together, and like there's some skill gaps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't. It'd be really hard to get like some Halo lands going on. But I still think it'd be fun if we all got in a custom game and did some stuff over the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I hate the fact that just like you can't LAN anymore. Like
they pretty much ruined it. Yeah.
Like it's you like. And
it's
that,
not
like,
real LAN. Yeah.
That's given a lot of problems for like esports and stuff because like, you got to think the like connections that these tournaments have to have in order to have all these Xboxes on the internet. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's stupid that they don't have. I don't know if like is that like a hardware thing or
it's an Xbox.
If they can just fix it by like software, like allowing a system link.
Oh, I think there should be like a software thing, but right now it's not set up for that.
I don't understand why. Like I feel like that's pretty simple to do. I mean, I'm not a computer programmer or anything like that, but especially how like big esports is getting, like they should make more of an emphasis to like have that opposed to not having it at all.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they tried to argue that it is like LAN, but you just need an online profile. But I wonder how true that really is. I mean, we didn't have any like lag issues when we played.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no. I don't know. I guess it depends how. Like maybe if they have like a closed network, then there's really no host. I guess technically, but I don't know. I guess I'm sure
it's
there's
just not
a way.
convenient. It's not very convenient. That's all I know.
Yeah, definitely.
They really
it's
like.
Just, yeah.
And
there's nothing easier than just plugging a bunch of Ethernets into a router and playing.
Totally, and like the split screen thing didn't really bother me. I mean, did it bother you that there's no split screen in Halo?
Nah. I mean, they had a good reason. I mean, they couldn't. Like the reason they didn't do it for this was because they couldn't get. there's no way of getting 60 frames per second in both like screens. Like the Xbox just couldn't do it. So I thought that was a pretty valid excuse on not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they said it's not out of the question for the next Halo though. So.
I mean, to be honest with you, I know a lot of people were like pretty butthurt by that, and like I don't know. I really don't see the time that like a lot of people aren't. Most people have their own Xbox because they play Xbox Live. Yeah. They're like, you know what I mean? I don't know any person that has an Xbox and doesn't have Xbox Live that uses their Xbox. Like if you use your Xbox, you're using it to have Xbox Live. And
I mean, I think like back in the day when we first started, like
yeah.
It was kind of like when like high-speed internet was coming out also. You know what I mean? Like not everyone had high-speed internet yet. You know what I mean? So a lot of people had Xboxes and didn't have Xbox Live. So like that's why split screen was kind of helpful for people who didn't. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But now like it's everyone has high-speed internet, and like you said, everyone who has Xbox Live. Especially Xbox One, where like you can't even do half the stuff unless you have Xbox Live.
Yeah, most people use it for like Netflix and shit. Just have Xbox Live. I don't even think. I mean, you might be able to use Netflix without Xbox Live. I don't even know if you can though. I think you have to have Xbox Live.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think there's like some weird bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty funny. So I think, I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess we should end on like your Scuff controller. So Tom just got a Scuff controller in the mail. Mm-hmm. Show it off.
I just got the stock Infinity one. They had a promotion in October where you got upgraded to 4 paddles for free. The 10-foot braided cord, and then the case. You got all that for free.
Nice. You can check it out. Tom made a YouTube video promote.
Oh, yeah. I got an unboxing video. The only feature I did add on was the. I just dropped my mic. Sorry about that.
Just drop the mic, bro.
I got the 3.5 jack on the bottom.
So that was an extra thing you had to pay for that, or no?
Yeah, it's like $4, I think.
Okay.
It's pretty cheap.
That's pretty sweet. I would pay for that.
But I mean, you can like it's like $10 to change the. There's a point myself in a game again. These damn paddles. You can like change the light for like $10. You can make all the buttons like just one plain color.
Oh,
you know, a bunch of extra stuff.
All right, get in that game, man.
Another cool thing is like the Scuff rings. I don't know if you can really tell, but they give you a tool so you can
have everybody check out the video.
Yeah, just check out my video.
Check out the video.
Give me some views.
On YouTube.com/what?
DJ Tommy G TV.
All right, there you go. DJ Tommy D. You can change your URL if you want to. You know that, right?
I know. I'm waiting to see if my channel takes off.
Okay, then change it up. And then if you guys have any questions about the Navy, you could also ask Tom on his YouTube page.
Yep.
If you want. And you were in a game right now?
No.
Oh, okay. You quit it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How dare you? Very nice. That sucks. The paddles seem like they're pretty sensitive.
Honestly, I mean, they're not. It's just like when I put it down on my leg, like I'm just not used to it.
And you forget. You don't used to have it, right? But so before we go, do you think, like, you've had it for how long? Like less than a week, right? Or a week today?
Nah, I think I got it Thursday. No, I got it Friday.
Oh, okay. So you just played this weekend. So how does it feel using it? And like, how long do you think it took you to adapt to it? I don't think you probably mastered it yet, right?
It took me, yeah, definitely not. It was like really awkward the first like few hours. I'd say probably after like a good 10, 15 games is when I really got used to it and actually like using the paddles without like thinking about the paddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you say that like your play was worse than the first 10, 15 games, or just like wasn't utilizing the paddle?
I just wasn't really utilizing the paddles at all.
Okay. Because that's something I would worry about. I was like, I'm playing a lot worse.
Nah, it definitely didn't affect my gameplay at all. It was just utilizing it for like what it offers you. But like now that I got it down, like, I mean like the jumping, like jumping and aiming. But the biggest thing is being able to beat down. Like beat down is so easy now. Like with the paddle, it's like it's so much easier. Just being
for you because beat down for you right now is B, right? In your controller layout.
Yeah. So I play Recon. So here's my Scuff. This one on my right trigger, my right paddle. Sorry, is beat down, and then on the left is jump. Okay. And these ones are like X and Y, but I don't use these really.
I feel like jump has to be huge for you. Like
it is.
You literally just sit there. You could be shooting someone, point and jump, and kind of point down, right, and like shoot them.
Yeah,
That's
I
nice.
can beat down and jump while aiming still, like without taking my thumb off the joystick. So
Wow.
it's definitely
But
like
that's
once
hard
you
though.
get
That's a lot of. That's like you're using like every button except for like throw grenade.
it is, and I have pretty small hands, so it like I said, it just took a while to get used to. But now that I'm used to it, I honestly like I don't even want to think about using a regular controller again, just because
Yeah.
like the things I can pull off now.
True. Even Andrew was saying our buddy Andrew is just like, average player isn't like into competitive scene as much. She just said that like he felt a big notice from having it on Xbox 360. He doesn't have one anymore on Xbox One, and he said he missed a lot, and it helped him a lot playing like Call of Duty and Halo 4 and stuff. So that's pretty sweet. It definitely seems like it makes us a difference. I don't think it's worth it if you're like strapped for cash. Like people play fine. Like you were playing fine before. It gives you, if you're really into games, it seems like it's one of those things that'd be worth it.
Like I said, I used the claw, which pretty much was like that was the Scuff controller before Scuff was out. You know what I mean? And it did it fine. But it makes it a little bit easier than playing claw, honestly.
Totally. Plus, it's
Doesn't
customizable. If you got the extra bucks to spend, you could really make a cool controller. So that's
Yeah.
pretty
I
sweet.
mean, they got like you can get like pro grips. Like this is like grippy. They have like the trigger stops, so that your triggers don't go all the way down. Yeah, they got there's tons of shit you can do. You can get different length joysticks. They have like the stock ones, then you can get like medium and long.
But you could buy those like after the fact, right? Like you could buy.
Yeah,
a
and
bunch
that's
of-
why they have these rings to make it easier. So you don't
see
just
yourself.
you don't have to take apart your whole controller. You can just do it right from here.
That's nice. That's huge.
And then you can get the domed joysticks, kind of like the PS3 ones or PS4 ones.
Yeah.
Like they're not concaved. But I think the biggest thing that I really like about this is it's the actual like Microsoft controller. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that was so like back in the day, like they made these kind of controllers, but like it was like cats.
I followed Scuff for a long time. I just never owned one because of like the Call of Duty scene was all over that. And that was one thing I always remember is that it's the actual controller, and that's huge for most people. I probably wouldn't get it if it wasn't.
Yeah,
like that.
and that's and it feels like even like it being painted, like kind of said like how I said it in my video that you guys should watch. Like it doesn't feel like it's been painted. Like it just feels like it's white plastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And last time I checked, in most leagues, it was still like legal to use the Scuff controller.
yeah, I mean most leagues are sponsored by Scuff, so
Yeah.
we're
That's cool.
partnered with Scuff.
I wonder though what's going to happen to Scuff. I wonder if Xbox or Microsoft has tried to like fight them legally because Microsoft came out with that controller trying to compete with Scuff. So I feel like if they could have sued them, they already would have. But I feel like they have to not be happy about that.
I'm assuming like they have some sort of license or something to be able to use the controller.
I feel like they wouldn't do. Microsoft is pretty cheap that way, man. Money soft. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, well then like how else would they be able to use the controllers?
Well, they take them and just break them apart and send it back to you. You know what I mean? They just take the controller apart and then they send it back to you. No, don't they like just they and then they like probably have a machine that like professionally drills that extra hole in it.
I'm saying, but they sell them though. Like I didn't send them my controller.
They probably buy probably.
I was like, but isn't that illegal?
I don't know. Ask Scuff. Who knows? Whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess, to us because they're doing it. But it just seems. It seems like to me that Microsoft that'd be something that they would like sue them over. In my opinion, I don't know. And I heard that
they do PS4 ones also.
Yeah, I heard that the new Xbox controllers they're giving up on the mic thing. Look at this Advanced Warfare controller. See this? They're giving up on the mic port. Like this thing.
My buddy has the which one did he buy?
The Xbox like Pro one or something like that.
No, he bought the. I want to say he bought the Black Ops one.
Okay, Black Ops 3 maybe.
And the Black Ops one has this jack.
Yeah, they gave up. Dude, I mean, for Microsoft, they were just being dicks, kind of doing that. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, like they just didn't want people to use their own stuff. Like the US, I mean, that audio jack has been universal for like years, like decades, and then Xbox tried to change it. Like that doesn't make any sense.
And then they made the little adapter to where it was like that, the volume control, but then you can plug a thing into it.
Yeah, and it was like $30 or $20 for
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
It was just they were just trying too hard to be Jewish.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. So I guess that's pretty good. I mean, we're a little over an hour here. We're gonna run out of room on SoundCloud. I might not be able to post this on SoundCloud. We only have 3 hours a month, and we're already at 2.5 hours, so we're definitely not gonna have room to post this.
All right.
So we'll have to talk about that offline. And yeah, man, I guess that's it. Like I said, you got what, 2 days played? I got 21 day played. My I have a low rank, but I have 60% win rate right now, and 1.7 KD, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Anything you want to say before we bounce?
Nah, man, that was good. I was actually nervous at just being the two of us, but that kind of worked out well.
Yeah, it was good, man. Chris, I mean, we could always chat with him like later this week, or we'll just wait till Monday, maybe like after like all the new content comes out. And yeah, be sure to check out Tom's YouTube page or hit us up on Twitter. I'm at Blitz5, Tom's at GG And yeah, be sure to check out the YouTube page, my YouTube page. This is on SoundCloud, soon to be on iTunes. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. And later.